You either have a mission or you have misery. The choice is yours. Without purpose, we drift, and drifting leads to doubt, depression, and delay. Today's episode, we're about building self respect, earning confidence, and creating conviction through consistent reps, mentally, physically, and emotionally. Welcome to The Practical Edge. We're here to strip down the old and rebuild a better you, helping you redesign your life with clarity, courage, and practical strategies. If you're ready to stop settling and start evolving, you're in the right place. I'll be your host, Dylan England. Now, let's get on to the show. I was talking with one of my online clients the other day, and when she originally signed up, she came to me wanting to lose some body fat and tone up, build muscle, feel better in her skin. She mentioned something that stuck with me. She said that it took her a whole year to finally sign up for coaching. So I asked her what took so long. What was holding you back? And what came up was powerful. She wasn't lazy, she was busy. Out of college, started her career, got a house, had a family. Life became consuming. Her health began to fade, and things spiraled from there. She began to lose something in her, causing her to feel nearly paralyzed from making the changes that she wanted, the change that she needed. This one thing that kept her from taking action on maintaining or improving her health sooner, it was her confidence. The confidence and conviction to commit to something because it was uncertain. She stated, I didn't want to commit to something when I wasn't sure if it would work for me. We began to dig into what it actually takes to build confidence and conviction. And like most real growth, it starts with one word: accountability. Not just external accountability, like having a coach check in, but the kind that matters most: personal accountability. We talked about creating a plan that she could stick to, replacing old habits that weren't serving her with small, consistent actions that were day by day. She started stacking those wins, simple, doable steps that aligned with her goals. And she started showing up for herself consistently. Something powerful began to happen. She stopped relying on motivation and started relying on the momentum. That momentum created self trust. That self trust became confidence, and that confidence became conviction. Now, of course, I'm summarizing the whole conversation, but accountability is essential in all aspects of life. Sometimes we do need to hear it from others, but we all need to prove it to ourselves that we are capable, worthy, and deserving of a better life that we can enjoy. You see, confidence isn't something that just shows up one day. It's something you build one rep, one win at a time. As I appreciate other people's opinions, there's another opinion that I'd respectfully say matters in terms of how I'm perceived, which is myself, my own, and my wife. She's the one that has to live with me, put up with me, all of my ventures and ideas. She's allowed me to have the space to chase a lot of different paths, whether it's opening a fitness studio, competing and actually taking first place in a men's physique competition, buying and flipping properties, riding 200 miles on a bicycle, or running 50 miles in a day, completing multiple college degrees, and continue to take on new adventures each and every year. But here's the thing: I didn't just say I wanted to do those things, I earned the right to do them. I earned the right for her to accommodate these ventures and more. I built confidence by showing up, doing the work, and following through over and over again. That consistency is what compounds growth and success. But it's not about me anymore. The more confidence others have in me, the more they rely on me, the more it fuels my purpose. It lights a fire in me to show up and serve at a higher level. That's where my conviction comes from. In my mind, I put my back into a corner, as it's no longer just I want to do this, but I have to do this. And sometimes I try to teach all of my clients, you don't build confidence by thinking about it. It's built by doing. Small wins, consistent actions, clear intentions, and that's how conviction is created. What if in your mind you're thinking, I don't even know where to start? I've had this conversation many times. If you're not aiming at something, you'll feel aimless. Misery creeps in when you lack direction. It can be frustrating. One thing I'd suggest is looking into helping and serving others in some way, shape, or form. How can you look at a way to help others that excites you? What is something you enjoy that you can correlate to the idea of giving back or serving and or supporting somebody else? I recall hearing this hundreds of times, but my younger self was clueless how that was going to help me, and I was still unsure what direction to take in my life. What I was missing was my purpose and my reason for being. When I began looking to help other people with something I was passionate about, it began to shift my perspective on what I wanted to do with my life. When people rely on you, that becomes part of your purpose. Our purpose and calling, as Viktor Frankl, the author of Man's Search for Meaning, states, a calling reflects our universal need to matter, to influence, and to make a difference around us. A calling is like that special thing that you are meant to do in life, something that feels important and makes you excited to help others. This quote means that deep down, all of us want three things: to matter, that we want to feel important, like we count; to influence, we want to be able to change things even in small ways; and to make a difference. We want the world, or at least the people around us, to be a little bit better because we were here. So a calling is that thing that lets you feel all three. It helps you feel like you really matter. I'll share a parable that I enjoy. An architect was visiting a project site and he loved to interact with those doing the work. He approached three bricklayers. He asked each individual, "What are you doing?" The first bricklayer replied, "I'm a bricklayer. I am working hard to lay bricks to earn money so I can feed my family." The man seemed tired and wasn't as far along as the others around him. The second bricklayer states, "I'm a builder. I am building the finest, strongest wall. This wall will be the foundation for the building and will protect everyone inside." And the third bricklayer replied with energy and light in his eye, "I am a cathedral builder. I am building a cathedral where people can gather, pray, and celebrate." So now I'll share when I began to transition from being a bricklayer to building a wall to now building a cathedral in my life. Back in 2011, I got certified as a personal trainer and began helping people overcome joint pain, mobility deficits, weight loss goals, muscle building, and build confidence in their bodies. Some just wanted to celebrate what their body is capable of through aging, and I realized how cool it was when my clients lost 20, 60, 80 pounds of body fat doing a 3-day, 60-mile breast cancer awareness walk, running their first marathon or half marathon, while others wanted to continue being capable parents and keeping up with their kids. One of the most fulfilling moments early on for me was when I was 22 years old, working in a gym, doing what I loved, and watching people hit their fitness goals. To be that young and already feel like I was in the right place, helping people move better, feel better, and just be healthier, something shifted for me around that time. It wasn't until I started to serve other people, like truly showing up for their goals, not just mine, that I found a deeper purpose in what I was doing. That's when it clicked. This isn't just about my own personal fitness anymore, but the success of others in their journey through life. Of course, that wasn't the end of the story. With ambition comes discomfort. That's just how it works. I eventually moved on to face new challenges and hit roadblocks that really forced me to reevaluate what I believed was possible for myself and the people I served. I ended up owning my own fitness studio for a little bit and went on to become a licensed physical therapy clinician. That added a whole new layer to my skill set, helping people not just get stronger, but overcome complex physical and psychosocial limitations. I began traveling all over the Ann Arbor, Michigan region, working with clients and patients across multiple orthopedic outpatient clinics. And I was constantly and consistently learning, seeking feedback from other people, and asking questions from over hundreds of different doctors in physical therapy. I didn't just want to be good, I wanted to grow. And honestly, that mindset is what helped me serve other people on a much deeper level today. Each and every single day that I went into the clinic and each and every day I worked with a client, I made the intention to try to learn from them. I know that everybody has different bits of knowledge, different bits of information that can be shared. And the more I communicated and the more I interacted with people, I was able to learn so much more with that intention to better find purpose, but also improve the quality of what I do on a day to day basis. The more I look to serve other people and improve my knowledge in helping people, the more doors open for opportunity for me. At the same time, my passion and purpose becomes more omnipresent. I want to give you the practical prompts to begin building confidence through personal accountability. And if you have not already, recognize your mission and purpose in life. But before I share with you these 4 prompts, I need to tell you these prompts will require you to give yourself time and think and listen to your internal thoughts without distraction. It may be difficult, but I promise it's possible and will help change your life. So, number 1, what is your mission right now? Ask yourself, what am I aiming at? If nothing comes to mind, that's okay. Start with, who do I want to help and what problems sound exciting to me? Or, what do I want my life to look like and why? Why is that important to you? Then, work your way backwards from that vision. Write down one clear mission for the next 30 days. Prompt 2, are you relying on motivation or momentum? Think about the last time you followed through on something. Was it a good day or was it a disciplined day? As momentum is good to get you started, it fades in time. And sure, Jim Rohn states that you should submerge yourself every single day with motivation, just like one should shower or brush their teeth. I agree. And I do so myself. The action step to take is to choose one daily habit this week that you'll commit to, no matter what, even if it's just 5 minutes a day. Let momentum build and build that accountability in ourselves. Almost 2 years ago, I committed to working out 365 days each and every day. I would admit that the intensity wasn't extreme, but I did something for at least 10 minutes each and every day that year. The tricky part about that is that was also the same year my daughter was born, and we spent 4 days in the hospital. I did not leave that hospital, but what I did was in my cozy space, ensure that I did some form of movement that I would justify as a form of workout. Also, traveling to and from different areas. I would admit I was in the airport, sitting in the KLM lounge, doing crunches in one of the chairs. It's just something that I wanted to prove to myself, commit to myself, to ensure that I am capable of accomplishing difficult things and building that resiliency in myself, building that accountability and credibility. But let's move on to prompt number 3. What's one small win you can stack today? Confidence comes from repetition and results. Don't wait to feel ready. Pick something doable today. Get a workout in, go for a walk, say no to something that drains you, and then do it again tomorrow. Stack those wins and do it consistently. That's where the secret to success comes from. Prompt 4, who's relying on you and how do you want to show up for them? Who's the most important person right now in your life? Thinking of a spouse, kids, team, clients, or even just your future self. Your future self is relying on you to take the next step today to be who you want to be tomorrow. Write down 3 people who count on you and how you can serve them better this week through those actions, your presence, or your mindset shift. But before I go, I want to share with you some additional thoughts on the conversation we're having. Information allows us to make decisions, but action is what matters most. What we fall back on is our habits and our routine, as well as what we choose to do with that information moving forward. We can break from the chains of our own limiting beliefs, our unserving habits, our fears, and vices that keep us from experiencing the life we want. It's going to take intentional effort. Feel free to come back and listen to this as many times as necessary to live the life you love. And remember, your next level doesn't come from wishing. It comes from daily consistent action. Lean into discomfort and stay relentless. Average is optional. Growth is a choice, and the practical edge is where you sharpen that choice. Until next time, stay focused, stay driven, and keep leveling up.